Hi everyone, this is IFBB Pro, Tabitha Klausen. I'm also a fitness model and a NASM certified personal trainer. And what I do here on these blogs, this is my 7th blog, I answer your questions that you send to me via email, Facebook, Twitter, about your fitness questions, your competition questions, and just any sort of question that you might have for me. So I'll get right into my questions. My first one is for Brittany. She asked how she can build muscular arms and what I would recommend for sets, reps, and what you do to build up your arms. And what I do for my arms is I do 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps, and I keep the weight heavy. I usually will do 3 to 4 exercises for each body part. So say biceps, triceps, shoulders. I actually will do like 5 exercises because they are a harder muscle to build up for me. My shoulders are a weak point. So yeah, that's what I would do. Keep that weight really heavy. Focus on the muscle contraction and extension. You really just want to have that mind-muscle connection. Alright, so my next question comes from Erin, and she's actually from Australia. And she asked, what's in my fridge? And I think that's a pretty cool question. So in my fridge right now is eggs, chicken, I get turkey bacon. I just switched to Butterball and I like it a lot because it's thinner. What else do I have? Melon. My husband has rice and we have huge jugs of water. Nothing really bad. Some condiments that are pretty boring in there. Sugar-free organic ketchup. We have pickles because we can eat those. We do have one thing that is not good in there, but it's actually not for us. We have a whole drawer, like those, like your vegetable or fruit drawer in the bottom of your fridge. We have a whole drawer devoted to beer. We have I would say 10 to 12 bottles and cans of beer in there. And it's actually from our friends because we don't drink beer. We don't like beer. They will bring it over and they won't drink it all. So we have just accumulated all these beers in our refrigerator, and we figured we might as well just keep them there because when our friends come over, they can drink them, and we won't drink them. They've literally been in there kind of like cycling because they keep bringing more, since we've lived here a year. So that's the bad thing. That's what's in our fridge. Our freezer is ice, chicken, and gluten wheat-free wraps. That's what I have because they're frozen. That's it. Her next question is, what do I do for sugar cravings? And this one is a really good one. As I've said before, I can have sugar treats like Cadbury egg or something little at night. I like candy. But if I'm really in a bind and I don't feel like, really having candy or a Cadbury egg, I'll have like sugar-free popsicles. I really like fruit. Like I said, I have melon in my fridge. I like melon, pineapple, grapes. Pineapples are really my favorite. But I'll do that. I'll have a Diet Coke. That's one of the things that helps me get through cravings because it tastes like candy. I'm not a big fan of soda, but when I'm dieting, I will drink it just because it's something sweet to kill those cravings or curb them. But most of the time, I just like water. I'm a huge water drinker. That's really, if I'm going to eat crap too, like say I have a cheat meal and it's something crappy, I kind of feel guilty if I have like a soda or a diet soda, so I just drink water. I'm not a huge regular soda drinker. Rarely ever will you ever catch me drinking regular soda. I drink Diet Coke and it's all Diet Sprite. So that's about it. But yeah, curb your sugar cravings. And the last question I have is from Elizabeth, and she asked about my ab workout. And just to explain what I'm doing right now for my abs. My workout is constantly changing. I like to switch it up. So right now what I'm doing for abs, I'm doing abs on a Swiss ball, and I put my feet up on the wall so I can really get a great extension in my abs. Sometimes if I want to make that a little bit more difficult, I will put a 5 to 8 pound dumbbell between my head or behind my head, and I'll hold it there. You don't want it to touch against your head. You don't want to pull on your neck at all. You'll hold it right behind your head, hold your elbows close, and then do the sit-up on the ball. And you will feel those. They will hurt so bad. The next one I'm doing is a V crunch. So I'll sit on the edge of my bench, and I will put my hands behind me, and I'll stretch my feet out, stretch my chest away from my knees, and then squeeze them together. And you'll feel these. This is just like a crunch just at the edge of the bench. And once again, if I want to make that one harder, I will just put a weight between my feet. I'm using like a 5 to 8 pound on that one. You want to try to make sure you're really squeezing your abs. You don't want to hit your hip flexors too much, so you don't want to really squeeze with your legs. You want to make sure you're focusing on those abs, because your hip flexors will be sore the next day if you use too heavy a weight or if you don't do the exercise correctly. Another variation that I do is I will do my sides with the V crunch, so I'll just kind of switch my hip over and I'll sit on one butt cheek and crunch my side, and then do it for the other side. So that's what I do for that. I also do hanging abs, and once again you can put a weight between your feet for that to make that one a little bit more difficult or progress the exercise. And the last thing I'm doing is the reverse crunches. And this is where you lay on a bench and you put your hands behind your head and you lift your hips up off of the bench. You don't want your feet to come over your head. You want to try to keep your feet straight up and then lower your hips down nice and straight. That's going to kill your abs. There's no way to cheat on that one. As long as you're lifting up and bringing your hips down nice and slowly and controlled, you will really feel that kill your abs. So that's what I'm doing right now for my ab exercises. And once again, if you want to send me your questions, I love to answer them. So send them at tabithaclausen@yahoo.com. Find me on Facebook, Tabitha Klausen. Find me at Twitter, Tabitha2686, and Body Space. I'm also Tabitha2686. So I look forward to hearing from you guys and talking to you more. My next contest is coming up. It's going to be the New York Pro if everything goes well. And I believe that's May 28th. So I am getting ready to compete again, and I'm very excited, so I will keep you guys up to date with all of that. And I also, like I said in the beginning, I am recently NASM certified, so I'm very excited about that. And yeah, that's new with me. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Get back to me, and I will have another blog ready for you guys soon. Have a great night.